Alright, hey everyone, Mitesh here, and today we'll take a look at the shopping project of the learning module in CS50 AI course. So, first up is importing the libraries, and since we are asked to solve this using the k-nearest neighbors algorithm, so we'll be uploading the necessary libraries for that. And for the training testing split, we'll use a 60-40 ratio, so that's why defining a variable test size. We'll come back to the main function later. So first is creating a function to load the data. So these are the guidelines that were given by the course, and we have to create this function. So first we'll start by importing basic libraries into this function and uh, reading your CSV file as file name. For simplicity, I've created a new variable df, and so the first task is to change month from object to integer, and which is 0 to January and 11 ending at 11, which is December. So the catch here is that there's no January and April in this data set, so February will be 1. So it's recommended not to use the one hot encoder because it might just take assign 0 to the value that comes first. So you could just create a dictionary and use a for loop to take in the values and replace the values instead of the month, instead of the object. Same for this type. Here we've been asked to just have two classes, that is not returning and returning. So we combine new visitor and other as not returning and returning as again returning. So we do that. Weekend and revenue are in Boolean. So we just simply multiply them by 1. So the true takes values of 1 and false takes 0. And if you want to do otherwise, that is true as 0, you could just multiply this as 0. But here, since we've been asked to do it, so we just multiply this by 1. And we drop the revenue column because revenue is our outcome variable and we don't need that in our evidence. So we just drop it. So one challenge that we face is that whenever we convert a pandas data frame into a NumPy array, the default data type here is float. So all your integers are converted into float data types. So to avoid that, you could do is create an array of every column and assign into those columns whichever you want. If you don't assign, it will be taken as float by default. And after that, you could just keep on doing it, and in the end, when you can combine all these numpy arrays into a new numpy array, assign that to evidence, and you can set its data type to object because object supports both int and float data types. And since we are asked to create a list that is row wise, so we take a transpose of it and create a list of this. So we just use the toList command. For labels, we can just directly use the toList because since it's just one variable, we don't need to assign its variable because it will just take us int. Um, and we've been asked to return as a tuple, so we'll be doing that, returning evidence and labels as tuple, and again range not implemented error. Then the function to train your model, which is, so you import k-neighbors classifier from sklearn and first assign your model. We've been asked to assign k equals 1, so we'll do that and fit it with xtrain and ytrain and return the model. Um, the prediction function is actually the prediction is part of the main function, so we'll not be covering that here. And for the evaluate, we've been asked to create sensitivity and specificity values. So sensitivity is basically your true positive rate and specificity is your true negative rate. So this is the true negative uh, and this is your true positive values. So we'll return them and then we'll run the main function. So we'll go to the main function. So here we have evidence and labels as the load sysargs1, and so this basically loads them and returns your evidence and labels. And then you have xtrain and xtest, so we split them into train and test. We loaded this command before itself, so we don't need to do that again. Then we define your model and make the predictions. Model.predict is xtest, and using our evaluate function that we did, we return sensitivity and specificity. So we print these values, and we've been asked to run this 4 times, so that because every time you have a different train test split seed. So for that we run these commands 4 times. So you will get around 44% or 43% and around 88 or 90%. So most of your values will be around that range, 4,800. So all 4 times we ran and we got these values. So this was it, the shopping project of learning module in CS50AI.